Today's episode is brought to you by Modern Grower. Modern Grower is the go-to source for 100% organic, GMO-free microgreen seeds. Trusted by hundreds of growers for high quality and low prices. If you're growing microgreens, start saving at shop.moderngrower.co. One thing I see out there is a lot of compost usage, probably more in the category of overusing compost, applying deep, thick layers 4 or 6 inches at a time, sometimes several times a year. What are your thoughts on using too much compost? Is there a point on the curve where the curve flattens out and you reach the law of diminishing returns where more isn't better and you could get the same results with less and you could actually get worse results by adding more?
So most of the time I get my best production in pure compost. So, if you're adding 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 or 2 feet worth of compost into your beds, is it going to be a real problem? Well, the problem comes because they don't have the biology in that compost. It is the microorganisms that form the structure which allow oxygen and water to move into that material and move all the way through. If you have a massive downpour, if you have a really wet springtime and it doesn't stop raining, that whole pile of organic matter, no matter how little it or big it is going to get totally waterlogged. And that's the danger. As soon as you reduce oxygen concentration in that compost or in the soil that's got a decent amount of organic matter in it, those organisms are growing utilizing that organic matter, but oxygen's not able to infiltrate through something that's waterlogged. And so now you go anaerobic. All those beneficial organisms are going to go to sleep. They're going to form dormant stages because they can't tolerate, their enzymes won't work if there's too little oxygen present. If it's waterlogged, oxygen cannot move through water very rapidly at all, which is why you and I cannot live in the water. Not enough diffusion for us. So these organisms are going to go to sleep. If they catch on that things are going south, that it's getting anaerobic, they're going to produce dormant stages, which means whenever it does get aerobic again, they'll be able to germinate and start to grow. So they're just going to hang out until the conditions get better. But as soon as those anaerobic organisms say, whoa, oxygen's disappearing, I can germinate, I can grow, and now my enzymes will work because my enzymes are destroyed by oxygen. And so now you start getting your nitrogen converted into ammonia. And of course, anybody who knows about ammonia trying to grow a plant, it kills. Ammonia will directly kill your root system. It will kill your above ground part of your plant. So if your soil, if your compost is going anaerobic, you're going to take all that wonderful nitrogen that's present in that compost or in that soil and start converting it to ammonia gas. Well, you can smell that when that's happening. Your soil is going to be left with a really dark black color to it. Under anaerobic conditions, the anaerobic microorganisms are going to use their enzymes to convert the sulfur that's in your soil, the SO4, SO3, S2O3, S2O4, whatever form of sulfur you've got in your soil, and they're going to convert that into hydrogen sulfide, H2S. That will kill your plants. It leaves behind a dark color in your soil, and of course you can smell that sulfur compound as it comes off your soil. It's, the smell of sulfur smell, wonderful rotten egg. That's what the word I was trying to think of. Rotten egg smell is what's going to be left. So you're going to be losing all your nitrogen. You're going to be losing all your sulfur. And finally, you're going to lose all your phosphorus.
Right.
PO4 is going to be converted into phosphine gas, and you wave goodbye to all your nutrients, and your plant's going to be killed by the alcohol that's being produced or by the really low pH organic acids that are being produced. People often say, a pH of 4.5 is perfectly okay. You want to grow blueberries in a soil of pH 4.5. No, because the only way to reach a pH of 4.5 in soil is for it to go anaerobic. And that's going to, all of these things contribute to the death of your plant. Exactly what killed your plant? Any one of these things. So as soon as that goes waterlogged, you're in trouble. As soon as oxygen can't move into that soil. So comes in the springtime, that's often a problem, that you put on a lot of organic matter. The organisms are growing really fast in there. So it goes anaerobic really rapidly, and you're going to lose your starts. You're going to lose the plants that are in that material. So don't make the mistake of blaming the compost for something that waterlogging was actually the culprit.
If you enjoy farm podcasts, then tune into Carrot Cash Flow for all things farm business. Join us as we explore the latest trends, tips, and stories from market farmers running businesses just like yours. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or just starting out, our podcast has something for everyone. Listen in and grow with us. Available on all major podcast platforms. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Carrot Cash Flow today.